Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Electronics Maddie. In this video I am going to demonstrate simulation of fuel cell to generate voltage in MATLAB Simulink. In case you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to it so that you will be getting the videos that we post regularly. Alright, let's get into our topic for today. This is the MATLAB model of a fuel cell to generate voltage. This is the fuel cell that is being used. At the first place, we need to understand what is a fuel cell. Fuel cell is basically an electrochemical cell that is used to convert chemical energy of the fuel into electricity. How do we achieve it in MATLAB? That stands to be a big question. So I'll be demonstrating it in MATLAB. Before that, carefully observe this particular portion of the model. So I'll get into that part. So function blocks. So we'll be entering expressions with respect to the function. So in the function block, you'll be entering the expressions. So these are the inputs. We have to give the inputs with respect to airflow and fuel flow. This is fuel flow and this is for airflow. And the input that we give will be in this particular fashion. So this is one of the most important aspects with respect to MATLAB simulation. Function 1, this let us name it as function 1, and it corresponds to 1.3690 atomic mass units. So for this particular atomic mass unit, this is the expression. So if you search by this expression, it will show you the amount of atomic mass units that is available. And similarly for function 2 for airflow, I'll be entering this as the atomic mass units, that is 5.894 atomic mass units, and the expression corresponding to this is this. So you can directly search in Google by typing this expression, and you'll be getting the atomic mass units with respect to it. So consequently, based on the atomic mass unit, it will be producing amount of electricity that is required. So these atomic mass units that is given to fuel and airflow blocks will consequently give you an voltage of approximately close to 40 volt. So we'll be cross verifying them in MATLAB. So let's go to MATLAB and start our simulation. Alright, here we are in MATLAB. Click on Simulink library browser and we'll be searching for the components that we want. At the first place, we will be requiring a PowerView block. Search for PowerView and it will be available right at the top. Add that block, and once that is done, we'll be requiring a voltage measurement block as well. So add that as well. So apart from that, we will be requiring a fuel cell. So search for fuel cell stack. So you'll be getting it over here. So add this block. Once this is added, we will be requiring min-max block. So search for min-max, and I'll be adding this block which is right at the top. So once this is added, I'll be requiring a constant block according to the model that is simulated. So take a screenshot of that, and that will be pretty handy for you to search the components that you want. So I'll be adding this block as well. Apart from that, I'll be requiring a bus selector block. So I'll be searching for bus selector and add the bus selector block. And once that is done, we'll be requiring a series RLC branch. Search for series RLC, and you'll be getting it over here. Add this block. Later on, I'll be converting it to a resistive load, so based on the requirement. At last, we will be requiring a scope in order to see the output waveform. So search for scope and add that block as well. So once we've added these blocks, I'll be placing them in appropriate positions so that we can start off with respect to the circuit connection. So I'll be placing the bus selector here and the constant block, min-max block over here, and a resistive load at this particular position. So apart from that, a power give block is also there, and a voltage measurement block is there. So I'll be placing it in this particular fashion. So at the first place, connect the signal to bus selector block, double click on this, and I'll be changing few parameters. I'll be selecting the select line with respect to the requirement. So I'll be deleting these two signals. So over here I'll be requiring stack efficiency, and I'll be requiring voltage, and I'll be requiring current. So enter these three parameters, add this and click on OK. So you'll be getting three outputs over here. So you'll be requiring three different scopes in case you want to see them separately, so that it will be very convenient for us to categorically separate the waveforms. So I'll be giving the voltage here and current to this particular block. Once that is done, I'll be copy pasting a bus selector, or we'll again go and search for a bus selector, because the bus selector selected previously will have its previous value. There are chances, so let us go and search for a new block itself. I've added another bus selector. Take the tappings from this point, double click on this. Over here I'll be choosing only current, so I'll be giving that as a feedback signal. So select current and click on OK. Once that is done, I'll be giving it to the min-max block. So double click on the min-max block and change it to be equal to two input ports and select max over here. Once that is done, I'll be giving it to the block over here in this particular fashion and one to this particular block. So apart from that, we'll be requiring a function block search as FCN, and you'll be getting it over here. So add this block as well. So over here I'll be writing in the expressions with respect to the atomic mass units that is required. So be very careful with respect to it. I'll be connecting this over here and double click on this. One more important thing to be determined is that we have to set the model with respect to what voltage that we want and what power rating that it is supposed to be having. So I'll be doing it for a default model of about 1.26 kilowatt and 24 volt DC, and click on OK. And once that is done, click on the signal variation. That is, I'll be giving inputs with respect to airflow rate and fuel flow rate, isn't it? So add these two blocks and click on OK. Once that is done, you'll be able to see the inputs that are available over here. So I'll be connecting this to this particular portion. So over here, as I explained you, the value that we have to enter is basically the expression that I have shown you in the slide. So basically type in that. I'll directly copy paste. I basically copy pasted the value over here. Click on OK once that is done. And similarly we have to do it for the second block as well. I've copy pasted the value. So be very careful while typing the equation, or you can directly search by the atomic mass units and find the expression related to it. So once that is done, I'll be connecting a resistive load in order to uh, use that as a load with respect to the circuit that we have simulated. And the value of resistance, let us choose a value of about 10 ohms. So this is not a specific design procedure. You can try it for different values as well. So this is basically to explain you how to generate voltage with respect to a fuel cell model. So that is the main objective with respect to this circuit. So connect it in this particular fashion, and I'll be giving it to a scope. So Control C, Control V over here, and I'll be giving it to scope in this particular fashion. So once this is done, so the basic important aspects is the function blocks with respect to the fuel and airflow, and based on that, MATLAB model will run its code in the backend in order to convert it to a specific voltage that we want. So enter the value of the simulation time to be equal to 1 and click on run simulation. So it does take some time for simulation to take place, so be a little patient. Later on we can see what is the voltage and the stack efficiency that we are getting with respect to our circuit. Alright, let's double click on the scope in order to see the waveform. At the first place, let us check for the voltage. So you are getting approximately 39 volt, which is exactly what is required with respect to our analysis, and we are getting it. We can check it with respect to the resistive load as well. You are getting above 39 and in points 39 point something. So that is what exactly is required. So we are getting that. Let us check the current as well. There is approximately 4 amps of current flowing through this circuit, and with respect to the stack efficiency, it is having an efficiency over 13, I believe. So we are in the right direction with respect to the output with respect to the fuel cell model. So this is how we'll be generating voltage at the low terminals by using a fuel cell. And you can rig up a circuit based on the requirement. You can use a boost converter and increase the voltage depending upon your requirement. And this is how we'll be simulating it in MATLAB. I hope you were able to understand and simulate a fuel cell in order to generate a voltage in MATLAB. In case you have any questions, feel free to reach out by typing in your questions in the comment section below. If you like this video, please do like it, share it, and subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Thanks for watching this video. Please do keep supporting. Thank you.